Hello, traders. John at StockBookie.com. We're doing a live stream today. We're going to take a look at the SPY, the IBB, Facebook, a couple other ones too, the IWM. I guess Grandma just came out and talked about, I don't even know what she talked about. Looks like the markets are starting to catch a little bit of a bid. Let's look at the SPY real quick here. Oh, hold on there. There we go. Did a live one earlier today, and it shows it's still streaming, but all right, let's get to the 10. No wonder. Let's get into the 10 minutes. Yeah, look at it. This is unbelievable. Well, we knew about the gap fill down in here. We filled it. They're popping it up, you know. She can't resist. What do we have? 63 million on the day. And here we go again. Same old story, same old charts, same old results. But eventually one day she will open her trap and the market's going to dump in her face. But yeah, so nothing too crazy. We did cover half the position of Facebook when it was tanking. We're still short in a swing trade and a intraday trade or a short-term trade. And if it goes up, we'll add more short to Facebook. If it goes down, we'll already be short. We're now in a little more resistance here. We got this inside bar coming in. Got the 50 MA, so it's holding that. But like I said, when I first came on, we did fill the gap today down here at 209.53. That was a pretty good area. We didn't get to the even number. I was hoping maybe 209, maybe a flush through it. Never did. Popped right back up. Let's see if we have a retrace from the high. Let's go back. Yeah, I mean, we could take a retrace from here. From that little pivot from yesterday, let's see if what we're in. Yeah, so we had almost a 618. We had the 50 MA coming into play. So that's going to be resistance. Let's see if they could pop it above. You can see the volume coming in on the news. I honestly don't know what she said. Anybody know what she said? I don't really follow the news that much. Let me look here. Feds leave, oh, of course. You know, I thought that was this the FOMC meeting? Feds leave rates unchanged as all eyes towards December. Yeah, I thought it was usually in the middle of the week. Why or middle of the month? Why on the beginning of the month? It's kind of weird. But you know what? What else is she gonna do, guys? She's stuck in a corner. And then light volume. You get volume coming in. You have what before these? Let's see. What are these bars? About 5 million. So we got 10. We'll probably have 15 million in 30 minutes. And that we were at 50 million before we hit these. Oh my gosh. Well, why do you think she could take, if this thing was massively selling today and we had 200 million on a day, there's no way in hell she'd be able to push us up. This would be tanking right down to, someone asked me if where's next support. You're going to get this little pivot here. You're going to have that little pivot here. I mean, that's not too much, but you're going to have the 200 MA. That's going to be your first pretty good support level around 208. And then this pivot here around 207, and then you got the window, the gap fill, then you have gap fill down in here, and then you got the low pivot at 198. I still think we're going lower, but it's all about the news at this point, guys. It has nothing to do with anything else. It's pretty sad actually. Yeah, they're getting it. Let's see, this is the daily. They're catching a little bit more of a bid. Still early with the news. For me, the markets are getting tired of hearing the same old, same old. Let's get to a point. But here's the 10-minute chart back on here. So yeah, we came back into the 50, pulling back now. Let's go into Facebook. We did cover half that. We took that trade on the 19th of October, and we covered here when it started hitting the lows. And so we're out half of that trade. If it pops up, we'll add more. Our average size was right around 130 or so, right in that area. So we'll see if this thing could pop back up on earnings. We'll short again. If not, if it drops, we're already short. We'll cover that position after hours if it does drop, but we'll still be in a swing trade in this one. And if it does pop, we'll add more in both positions. Period. That's what I'm thinking. SPY's starting to come in again, guys. Let's see. We got 15 seconds left to this 10-minute candle. Let's see if we close below the 20 MA here. This is an intraday basis. We got 10 seconds left. I don't know if am I lagging today? How's the video? How's the sound? How's everything coming through, guys? One gentleman had a problem a little bit earlier. All right, well, they closed it right on top of the 20 MA. The SPY, that is. So yeah, we sold off pretty nice on Facebook. I think people are starting to get a little bit worried about these high flyers. You got this one coming in. You got Alibaba coming in. Yeah, man, that was a great fade. We bought some puts at the top there and sold them way too early. Sold some here, sold some there, and man, it just kept going. Our next level was 96.98. Almost got there, chopping around. This is a bearish pattern, sloppy, choppy, but I'm thinking lower prices, especially if the SPY starts to come in. They're trying to catch a bid on the SPY again a little bit. Is it good? Hey, Daniel, what's up, man? Yeah, I just had to run some errands back on the charts. Probably stay here for about a half hour or so. If anybody has any charts they want to look at, pop them up, put a symbol. Let me know if you want to go long or short, or if you're in a position long or short. So Baba came in. Look at Amazon and gosh, these things, and Google, unbelievable. Look at this. They got everybody in. Everyone's trying to buy the dip on this one. Look, they bought the dip. It went up for 3 days, and boom. We did fill a gap here today on Amazon. So that's what's holding right now, right around the 769.52. But I'm thinking it's going to 758. Amazon will be a $700 stock, guys. So if you're long in this one, be very careful. STZ, yeah, we're short STZ, but we'll look at that. Yeah, it's coming in a little bit, but you know what? SCO will start rocking again. Hey, after a run like that, you got to expect something, you know? I mean, look at that run. You'd expect it, but we're above this trend line. Not that I follow this trend line on here. This was a key one. When it broke, it went down. That's why we were adding, came in. Look what this thing did. So it goes down, gets a bottom, comes in, hits double bottom. You know, everybody who went long is like, ah, shit, here we go again. Look at this launch. So as long as we're above this trend line and above where this 50 MA and it confirms, I think we'll get a chance to go to 95 and ultimately at least to this 102.75 and maybe wherever this 200 moving average will curl down. So I sold half. If I could get another 10 bucks, I'll sell the next half. And keep an eye on the SPY though, guys. SPY's trying to get above the MAs. We'll see if it makes it. You are short STZ? Yeah, we're short that. We took that one a little bit ago. We've been married to that one a little while, but starting to come in nice. Let's see here. Yeah, let's STZ. Yeah, this one we've been in for a little while. They've been popping it up and dropping it in, but yeah, this one's coming in real nice. I believe we're in the money now. Oh gosh, I just got in, guys. I had to get everything up and running again. But yeah, we are short this one here. Let me see. Monthly chart. I believe this one was stretched. Yeah, this one was a high flyer. This is monthly, so we've been in this one for a little bit. They tried popping it up. It will definitely come back in. If you want to short this one, just use this high as a stop out. I mean, it did come in $10 from that high. A little bit of a topping tail. If the markets come in, this one will come in. Alta, yeah, Alta's brutal, buddy. We were telling everyone to short it right here. You know, and I think it's on one of my live sessions too. Right there at that blue line. It's like 266.42, I think it was here. 266.32. So when they brought it back in, this was the big breakdown bar. You have a ton of resistance here. I told everyone to start adding here. If it moves up the gap fill, add more, then add more at the top and use the top as a stop out if it closes and confirms. That was an epic short. And if this trend line cracks here, we're going to 228, 220. This will be a $200 stock too if the markets start to dump. And the reason why, if you go to the monthly, it's another high flyer. And if you follow me and you know my stuff, you know how I love the short high flyers. Let me get all this stuff out of here for you. Remove all drawing. This is why we shorted, because once it gets stretched from this 220 moving average, it's going to come in. It's just a matter of time. So look at that one, Alta. We got a lot of these earnings plays coming up. Look at NVIDIA stretch. Look at that stretch job. Oh my gosh. We're short NVIDIA. Netties. Short Netties. That one's starting to come in. We shorted O. Look at it. Oh, it's still coming in. Look at that. Look at that high flyer, guys. Was that a beautiful short? We were adding it as it was coming up in here. We already covered this one, but look at that. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better short than that. There's a couple other ones we're in. We're in DPZ. A little bit of pain in that one, but that look, it's stretched. It will be coming in eventually. Look at this, 7 cents up. It just can't help itself. But the only reason DPZ is still going, I think CNBC's been humping on this one for 2 weeks now. This is the one you want to be in if you want to be in the food industry or the whatever they're called, fast food or whatever. I mean, come on, it will come in. This one might take a little time. Puts are a little bit tough because they've been holding it up. We did share size. We did buy a couple puts, and I'll add more if I have to. I'm out far enough. I'm out to January with these, and in December as well. So only a couple puts, nothing crazy, just something to get in there. And I'm playing as it's an option too, but I have shares as well, so I got both. But on this one, you play options. Whatever you're willing to risk or lose, that's how you go. You don't go 100,000, 1,000 options or whatever. My positions are, $1,000 in an option, maybe 5,000 max. I go share size guys with a lot of this stuff. The options plays are like a little side cash, like we took Baba today short and just took the money and ran. I wish I would have stayed in it, let me tell you. But sometimes good, sometimes bad. Gee, was such a it's been a non-event for 7 years between Bernanke and Grandma, Uncle Benny and Grandma. I mean, it's always the same crap. They're waiting on data. The markets will eventually get tired of the waiting on data crap, guys, and they will just start selling. The unfortunate thing, though, what do you think these guys been doing the last 2-3 months? They've been distributing at the highs. They're not sticking around for this crap. I mean, look at this market. This is where all the distribution's been happening the last 3-4 months. All the smart money's gone. They're already done. They're out up here and up here. They're not waiting around to start. Are you distributing it at 219 or are you distributing it at 210? Especially if you have like 20 million shares of the SPY. Oh no, you're doing it over here. Yeah, awesome. I'm back. Yeah, I pop in here and there. I had to do a couple errands, but I'm back. I'll be on for a little while. I still have some stuff I got to do today. But yeah, I mean, this is looking ugly, guy. But if you go back to the 10-minute, they saved the day. They're pushing it up. Again, there's no volume. See how the volume's disappearing now, and all of a sudden we magically go up again. It's the same old crap. Eventually, though, you will see massive volume, and these markets will come in. And old Yeller, she won't be able to hold this thing down. But we still haven't closed above. Let's see, we got 3 minutes left. We still haven't closed above the 20 moving average intraday. This is intraday too is here as well, but let's see if we could close above these so they could get above, and then they could probably keep going. Let's look at the 60. Where's the closest? Where's the 20 at? 211.48. So I think that might be their goal today, guys, to get it as high as possible. And remember, on the daily, so much more fun when you're with my thoughts. Yeah, exactly. I make it more interesting, right, guys? But I mean, the big area is 212.29. When this pivot tier 2 around 211.26, that'd be their goal today. If they can possibly get it above this 211.26, they're going to try to do it. I mean, it's right around there. They're going to give it their all, guys. And on the light volume, 68 million, hour and a half left. I wouldn't doubt if they try. No, you don't want to short Google. Google was the time to short on earnings. And if you watch my videos, earnings, like I tell everyone, if Google pops on earnings, short it. Look at that, double top, boom. We shorted it. We covered half, and we're looking to ride it a little bit more. So, and that's your short right there, double top. And look at that, beautiful. And look, it fell right in my area, 785. What was the low of the day? 785. And my level was 785.24. Which were these little pivots, this little window here, right, almost to the penny. Gosh. JBT, I think we are short. Yeah, we are short in that one. I posted a trade yesterday on Twitter. Holding on pretty strong. I mean, we got if you're on my Twitter site, I posted that one yesterday. And don't go all in just in case it goes up, but get a position started. This one should be look at that high flyer, guys. This one will be coming in, just a matter of when. So take some share size, puts, patiently wait, because I think they can hold this one up a little bit. Kind of like Netflix, guys. Yeah, but no, we're short. I posted something on Twitter on that 2 days ago or a day ago. Yeah, so I don't take everything I post, but I will try to. My heart is to put you in the best trades possible, whether I take them or not, but I will post them and I'll try to stick with them. And when we cover half and stuff like that, well, we took this one too the other day as well, because all you guys throw out some great charts. I follow it. CSC, I don't even know what it is. We took this one short. We covered half of it already. Let's see if we get another couple bucks. If it gets down to this $50 level, we'll be out. But we shorted, I think, right at 56 bucks. This one's posted on Twitter too. We're half out already, and we get if we get $6 on a $50 stock, that's a hell of a trade, especially in a couple days. But JBT short, yeah, we're short that one. There was another one too. Let's see. So there's a couple other MLM. That's the one I've been watching too. Ah, damn, it's already pulling back. Ah, I wanted to see a little high. You know, I'm trying to be picky on these guys. Damn, this would have been a short right in here. It's already pulled back like $5. It's down to something. Damn it. Just keep an eye on this one. I still like the 200. I still like this gap fill around 202. Darn. I don't think if the market sell, it's not going to make it. Then maybe get in. We shorted this one here. We already did this one once. Came back up. Like again, we'll short it. We'll cover. Let it go up. We'll short it again. That's what we do. But Google, no, you can't chase that one. Yeah, that one's already coming in. I mean, you got buy the dippers coming in, but I think easily it's going here. But man, you know, it already pulled back. What, $50, 40? Yeah, $50. That's why I say, you know, even if you add 50 shares up here, 25 shares, 100 shares, if you can't afford to do a bigger position, $50 on 100 shares, I'll take that all day long, guys, all day long. All right, so Bob is catching a bid with the market. See how everything's catching a bid now? All right, let's go to the 10-minute chart. Anything else here? STZ, yep, we're short that one. SCO, we're still long. I'm in a lot of trades right now, guys. That's why some of these I'm just not taking. I have some left in the tank still. Dumbass me got back in the SEO. Yeah, shit. Stop it. I'll teach you. You keep watching my videos, you'll get there eventually. Yeah, it's coming. You know what? Though it's still not bad. You know, you still hold on to it. I mean, you know what? Is make sure you just don't load the house. If it comes back in, then take more. You know, but if you took profits, if it come, you know, that's why I covered half. If it pulls back in here, maybe 75, I'll do it again. It's gonna do it. I mean, just like this, pops, comes in, pops, comes down, pops, it might come back. But I think if the market's dump, USO's going, everything's going. How's gold going? Gold got a bid today. Damn it. We did miss that one, maybe. Let's look at the GLD. Darn it. Not the GLC, the GLD. Dum-dum. Oh, man. Yeah, you know what, Daniel? Don't worry about it, man. There'll be more trades. Yeah, look, we got resistance. Look at that. Damn it. And if this bearish pattern fails, we get a bigger move to the upside. So that's what's even worse. But like I said with this here, you got all these longs in here holding and holding. Oh, man, this sucks. Is it going to go? And then they flush them all out. And then now you got all the longs chasing. That's why I want to see. Let's see if you get people chasing gold right here. So it's going to push it up. Let's see if we get one more down move. Then I think we can get in. Even if we come back to this area, we'll have to look at this one and we'll have to see. But all right, let me show you guys something here. So you got the SPY, you got the 10-minute, all right? So the 10 minutes catching a bid. Of course, you got the BS coming out with the, you know, the lip service coming from the federal guys. I'm sure the Fed presidents, they're all going to come out in a row now. They all want to be on record, guys, saying we should be lifting rates, we should be raising rates. But they all want to be on record because a couple years from now, when this whole thing tanks, they want to say, I told you, you know, on November 2nd of 2016, I was on record saying we should have raised the rates. They just want to cover their asses. That's why these guys come out and they give us lip service because they want to be on record and we don't want to be on that stuff. Now, the VXX, too late for that. If the SPY sits here for a while, the VXX is going to do nothing. We were shorting a lot. We were shorting at the top, man. These things are pulling in. We have our short positions already. We're adding a little bit here and there if it pops up, but yeah, I mean the VX. We'll look at the VXX. GDX is fading. It's move up. Yeah, you know everything's fading on gold. Hold on a second here. But here, let me show you something on the SPY. So to see how the SPY moves up, we hit this gap fill. It starts to move up. All right, let's just go through stocks just to show you guys. Everything's going to be a market trade. If the markets tank, it's all going down. So, all right, let's go. So we have 3-4 bars up on the SPY. Let's go to Costco. Well, Costco's a turd. It looks like it's but pretty much if the SPY goes, yeah, that's a great example, right? So let's look at CSC. See how that moves up 4 candles. Domino's, 4 candles, a little bit. Let's look at Facebook. Facebook's starting to fade again because of earning. I think people are getting nervous. All these high flyers are coming in, so people have second thoughts on Facebook now. We've been short Facebook. God, please, Facebook pop up tomorrow. Facebook pops, We're going to try to find a level to pick a fade. We faded Amazon the other day. We faded Baba today. Google faded nice. Let's hope for some big higher prices on Facebook so we can short this thing and or buy some puts and fade it. Or if you can, write some calls. All right, but let's go back to FedEx. SPY goes up. Look how FedEx goes up. F5. See how F5 goes up. This one we're short too. GIMO. I don't even, what is it, Giga Monster? We're short on this one. And this one's pulling back real nice too. We'll see how you get a couple little bids. I mean, that's coming right back in, so that's a turd as well. Google, let's see if that, so that caught a bid as the SPY caught a bid, but we caught this gap fill down in here. But see what I'm trying to say, guys? Goldman caught a bid. Halliburton caught a bid. Home Depot slowly fading. Harley Davidson caught a bid. So that tells me there's really no action in those stocks when the markets go up, the SPY, the Qs, and everything else. It's pushing up. So everything else is going to go with the sales. So that's why I'm short, and that's why if these markets correct, Intuitive Surgical, couple bars up. IWM, couple bars up. IYT, couple bars up. This one's just been a bear. But when this thing comes in, guys, it's going to be lights out. Crap in the box, caught a bid. JBT, caught a bid. You know, see, 4 bars up on the SPY. Everything's catching a bid. JPM, caught a bid. It's an overall market trade. Gold falling, probably some profit taking, you got to think. You know, a technician, you know, if you're in gold and if you did happen to buy it, you know, maybe some people did. I mean, if you caught it here at the bottom at 118, why wouldn't you sell at resistance? You're almost at gap fill up here. You're at the 50 MA. You're starting to hit these lower pivots here. You take it off the table. That's a point where it can hit and come right back in. It's coming down because it's hitting resistance on the charts. Crap in the box. Yeah, you like that? Yeah, we shorted that pig too. Got money on that one. We shorted that one. We did this one too. Check this one out. KSU. That was another turd. We shorted right up here. We covered right about 90 bucks. This one we sat in for a while. They fought us tooth and nail. But look at this. Came right back up. We did this one twice. Right here we shorted, came in, covered, came right back. We shorted here, came back, added more, came back, added more, and then boom, right back down. Look, this thing keeps going. That's what you got to play these guys. You know, and was this a high flyer too? Let's see. Yeah, up in here it was. This was a while back. We played it here too, but I always keep this one on radar. Look, high flyer comes back. They retrace it to the top again. What do? You short it. You know, look at that fall. Then they retrace it back up into some big resistance here. It's falling again. Gosh, this is another one. KSU. It's just going to slowly bleed. All these stocks are starting to come in one at a time. Guys, SPY's starting to come in a little bit. Let's get to that action. Yeah, look at that. Come on, Yell. Come on, Grandma. Let's see what you got. Look at that. So it got above the 20, never confirmed. Now we're coming back in. But watch this. If this thing starts to dump, everything's going to start to dump. All right, the VXX long. This is why we don't take the VXX long. I don't know if you look at charts, but this thing's starting to take off already, and it's already too late. The long position would have been right here, you know, right around 30 bucks. So, you know, I mean, let's see if we can get a retrace back down, or let's see if we can fade it and then possibly take it. But, you know, if the SPY goes nowhere, this thing's just going to fade like an option. That's what this thing does. But as this thing was fading, this would have been your buy area right around here. And I think that's when the SPY, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, the VXX is a tough vehicle. If you take this one, take small share size. It's kind of like the SCO. It could be a beast. But we'll see. Facebook. Yeah, you know, like I said, I covered some today. I'm in a swing trade in this, but I still have some left in the boat to add if it pops up on earnings. If it goes down, I'll start to cover. But I did have a short-term position in this from, I think it was around the 19th or so of October, and we covered half of it today because we're into this lower pivot down in here. And then when it started selling down in here, right here we covered half. Right, I just posted it on StockTwits that we covered half. Trying to keep everything organized for you guys. To a certain extent, I still have to trade and all that crap, but you know, if I take a trade, I'm trying to get you out of it, you know, because if this thing bounces up, hey, you never told me you sold it. So I'm trying to post everything and keep everything in order. But it's tough though. It's a lot of work, guys. So, but yeah, we covered half of the position. So now if this thing pops up on a short-term trade, we'll add more. On the swing trade, we're still in this, and we'll add more if it pops up, especially if it gets to the 133. You know, I hope it goes to 150, to be honest with you. If it goes to 150, I'll be writing calls tomorrow in the morning, and we'll be taking this one down too. Yeah, SPY's trying. You know, volume's lightening up, and they're trying. Now it's consolidating in a little bullish manner. We did get above the 20 MA, it pulled back. Now we're starting to consolidate in a bullish manner. Still, overall pattern is a little bearish, but we'll see how this thing reacts. GS cannabis stock darling. The cannabis stock darling. Gee, yeah, I've been looking at those. You know, we have the Prop 205 in Arizona to legalize it out here. So GW. I mean, these I think will be good in the long. There's probably not enough information on here. Let's see. Let's look at the monthly. Yeah, so it's been going since 2000. Yeah, I mean, look at this. We hit double top. Look where it's going. It hit it here. I mean, it went a little bit further. Yeah, you know, what's the volume? 472. Yeah, this thing, I mean, this thing honestly could pull back. You could see it at 80 bucks. You could see it down here again. Are you long or short in this one? I mean, this is where you would have been selling right here if you're in this one. Let it come down by again. You're in the double top. You know, there's your resistance there. And then your next area here would have been this one. So that's see how it's holding that right now. And if you stick a fib in here, I'm sure there's probably another area where there's a fib. You might be at the 250 retrace. Let's see. Yeah, here at the 250 retrace, that's holding. But you know, if the market starts pulling back, you're looking at you're looking at 100 bucks, 98.76. Just waiting to get in now. Let it pull back. Let the whole market crash and come in, and then you might really be able to get this thing around 35 bucks, 61 bucks right in there. Hey, there, you know, I'm writing that one down. Wait for the pullback, guys. And that's because this MJ stock, what is that one? GWPH. The little marijuana symbol there. Yeah, let that thing pull back. It's a high flyer. It will come back in and it will go back up. Let's look at it on the daily. Don't buy it up here. I mean, it has, yeah, you have gap fill here at 109. It's not bad. That was the high. See how it's just slowly bleeding. So it got all the suckers in. Maybe had earnings here. Everybody got in. That would have been a great actually fade play. Actually 152, the big even number. Yeah, just let it come back in. Wait, when the SPY, the bottom line is right now. Here, let me look at one more here. Thanks for that one, though. That's awesome. I've been looking for a good one like that. That's a good high flyer. You know, actually, let's look at the month. Yeah, we did look at the monthly, or did we? Yeah, see how it was extended from the 20, came in. But see how it gets extended from the 20 on the downside, comes in. Now it's extended from the 20. So I think you could probably get it around, you know, I'd start to nibble maybe a 61, and maybe the 50 even number. And then you got to see how the SPY's going. If the SPY starts correcting and we start bombing, everything's coming lower. So you got to be really, really careful with that one. What is that? VMware, VW. Do they have earnings coming up? Yeah, this one had a nice retrace here. They're getting all the suckers on board. If you're long on this one, take some profits. I mean, we're into some resistance. We're up past the 618. We're up into this there $80 level. You have some good resistance in here. What are you looking at, Ant? On the BMW, you're looking to go long, short. Do they have and check earnings too? The earnings might be around the corner, or earnings maybe right here, possibly. I got to see someone. Hold on, guys. Someone's texting me here. Make sure it's not my wife or my kids or anybody. Hold on. I don't even know who this is. Anyways, uh-oh, what's going on here? Oh, there you go. Uh-oh. Sorry, guys. Oh, he's flying. Oh, yeah, there you go. Nice. All right, yeah, maybe Graham and Yellen. Yeah, well, we're pulling back a little bit though. So let's see, just waiting to get in. The VMware, what do you want? Are you still in the room? What do you want to do with that one? I mean, it looks like it had earnings possibly. And if that did have earnings, and so it did go up, we're back into, let's look at the weekly. Let's see what the, yeah, look at that, 200. So you got the 200 MA on the weekly. You have the blue line here, which is resistance. And you have on the monthly as well, I think on the monthly chart, yeah, you had the 50 MA. So that's good resistance right there. If you are long on this one, you'd probably think about taking some off the table. For me as a short, I'd like to see 93.44 up into this area. But hold on, hold on. Let's see. You know, you got this trend line. I don't like it that it's sloping down that much. But let's stick this one in there. Let's go back to the daily. Let's see where this one resides. Yeah, so you're above that trend line. You did confirm. If you are long in this one, it's still got to stay above these moving averages. You know, if you're looking to short, I'd like to see higher prices on this one before you do. But if you're long in this one from, you know, down below and down here, start taking some off the table. Had a nice bullish, well, macro bull, micro bear popped up, but you have a gap fill up here too around 82 bucks, and you have some gaps to fill up here. 90's not a bad area either. But if you're long this one, think about taking some profits. So that was a heck of a run. I mean, it went from 43 bucks to almost 80, you know, so that one too. Any other symbols, guys? Yeah, grandma yelling, baby. You know, the other thing I've been really watching too, guys, is this IWM. Now, remember, if you watch my videos, I'm always talking about this one's always lagging. If you look at the weekly chart or the monthly chart, it was lagging. You have the highs over here. You got the highs right here. And look at this. It's starting to roll over. This is not bad. And if this thing was never leading the markets up, and that's a bad indicator. Now it never made double top where all the other indexes made new all-time highs or whatever the hell they did. This one was not doing it. Look at this monthly rollover here. This is nasty, guys. We are into some support down here. But if this continues to roll, what's going to happen is the IWM is going to continue down, and then the rest of the markets are going to continue down to follow it. Just like this one. This one should have been leading the way, then everything else follows. But this one just couldn't make it. And the other one, too, is the IYT2. That should be another leader as well. That's nowhere near the highs. The highs are up here. But we are trying to hold that that 8,000 level. They're holding it with everything they got, guys. The central bankers, Janet Yellen, you know, like kind of like the USO. They want you know, the oil rally, hurry up. And then everybody comes out and says, oil's ready to run. And it's like, oh geez, here we go again, more crap. So, but yeah, that's what, you know, the IWM, that's why I do the videos on that. Let's see where the UUP is. Did the dollar get all a little crazy today with the news? Well, let's see. Now, dollar's moving up a little bit. Let's look at the daily. We've been following this one too. Yeah, see how we got, yeah, they brought the dollar down. That's why gold's going up. But oil's going down. That's why that oil rally is a bunch of crap. So there's, you know, just central bank manipulation in here. Look at that dollar pulling back. We did have a good level here, though. You cannot say we didn't. We had, you know, we were talking about that trend line coming up here. We had the high pivot. We had the 750 retrace, and then we had that. But now we have a nice pullback on the dollar. We almost filled the gap. We did fill the window. We get a little tail down here. This might be the next leg up. That's kind of like what I'm waiting for gold. I want to see if this thing comes back gold, and then we get in and ride that bad boy up. Let's go back to the SPY real quick. SPY coming in a little bit, guys. Couldn't get above these areas. Yeah. Volume's getting a little lighter, but see how they tried getting above the MAs every time. Get above those MAs. Hurry up. You know, they closed it above the 20. That wasn't bad. They brought it right back in. Let's see. We have 30 seconds. Let's see if we close below this little pivot here. Let's see if we close below this low on this candle. Let's see what they can do. See how the volume's disappearing though. So Yellen had her, you know, her lip service. Then they reverse it back. Get all the bull. Buy the dip. You know, buy the dip. It's gonna last forever. That's scary stuff. Any more symbols, guys? Any more high flyers? What stocks? ISRG's up. 3M's catching a bid. Yeah, 3M was ready to break down. They got it. Someone's got to come in and do something with this one. Let me tell you. But look at that. That's a great bearish pattern. Just as long as it stays going sideways like this one curls down, 3M should go lower. We're short this one already. So look at that though. Comes in, tries again, tries again. It's like short it here, short it there, short it here, and then finally breaking down. It's kind of like Home Depot. that one was a tough short too, but finally starting to come in. So you pops up, short it, comes in, cover, pops up again right into the high, short it, comes in, but then they squeezed it up and held it, and now it's starting to break down. You have a gap fill right around 116.28. I'm already half out on this one. I'm looking for this gap fill to sell the rest or cover the rest. Yeah, Tesaro, that will come in. We're short that one too. So, but we covered that one already with half, and then we added it back up. I don't let it go up more. It goes up more, I'm going to add more. JDST. I think we just looked at that one. We're short that one. JDST. Oh no, we're not short this one. What is this one? This one's a nightmare. That's what this one is. Wow. I don't know. It looks like it's catching a bid now. I don't even know what this thing. What is this one? That's a daily. Wow. Monthly. Yeah, look at that. Wow, straight to the basement. Jeez. Yeah, there's nothing to do on this one. I don't even know what this thing is. Wow. What the hell happened here? Yeah, it's a low fee. I mean, you could maybe play it as a bottom play. If you did play this, play it as an option, as if it's going to go to zero. Where the heck is this one? $18, right? Where last is 24 bucks. Yeah, I don't. There's nothing to do with this one, other than a low, bottom feeding play. Maybe. Yeah, be careful with this one. I mean, if you want to play it, try for a long. Just if you're willing to lose, a couple grand, then put that in there. If you're not willing to lose anything, then don't go with it. It's not worth it. That's an ugly chart. Hold on, guys. I gotta take a look at something here. Microsoft's finally coming in. Yeah, we shorted Microsoft, double top. I mean, you got to short that there. Netflix is finally starting to break down. Yeah, gosh, everything's starting to come in, guys. Oh, I love this stuff, especially when you're right, right? Oh, it's a minor. Yeah, I don't know. For me, there's nothing to do. I'll do the gold or the GDX. You the GLD. Yeah, I mean that's why it's been this far. Okay, that makes sense now. I never even looked at this one. And then some volume came in. The volume's coming in because you have probably margin calls, and everyone's like, "Oh my God, I got to get out. I got to cover. I'm done with gold." And that's when gold's about to pop, guys. All right, yeah, there's nothing to do it for me. I'll just file the GLD on that one. AMD, we look at that one too. We've done a couple live things on that. Yeah, AMD, you had your big support rate or resistance, 741. It popped it almost to 8, or it did get to 8. It is consolidating in a bullish manner, but again, if the SPY dumps, it's going right back down. But if you were in this one, since two, down in here, freaking takes them off the table here. I mean, maybe gets to 10, maybe. That markets are going to have to move up, or it's going to have some news. But right now, it's not bad consolidation, but that's on the monthly. Let's look at the daily. Daily, I mean, we chopped around here, got a buy. Yeah, daily's looking ugly. I mean, daily, we popped. I think that might have been on earnings. And then boom, coming right back in. So just be careful with this one. It closes below here on the daily, below these. And if it starts to fall down and closes down in here, look out. I mean, you might get one retrace, and if you get a retrace, if you're long, and get out, because I think it's probably going to head down. But yeah, AMD's tough. It's news driven. It's kind of a low flyer. You're in the $6, $8 level. I don't trade these. I just don't. I mean, or if you do, just take the right size position, because if this thing can move 10%, or it can move 10% down, just be careful with it. When it moves, it's going to move. You got to pivot here around 569. And you got the pivot here around $8. Yeah, that was a monthly when it hit $8. So they tried to pop it up on earnings and came right back in. But we had that level right around 741 to where it could possibly stop. And that's exactly what it did. You had a gap fill too right here at 735. So it's pulling back. But if the markets go up, it could possibly go up. Can you go over USO? Broke support. Yeah, I know USO. I know that one. Yeah, I'll go over that one in a second. FFMGF. Any thoughts? I don't know what that. All right, hold on a second here, guys. I got to go back a couple. So AM, yeah, Tesoro, that's fine. Let it go up. RPD. All right, I only got a couple more minutes here, guys. RPD. Hey, let's see. Yeah, this thing's breaking down. I don't even know what it is. Yeah, if you're long, be careful. You might have some support around here. 13 bucks. Let's look at the weekly. Yeah, geez. Let's try it here first. Yeah, 13 bucks, not bad. But you know, if this thing continues lower and the SPY starts to dump, I don't know what it is, but you're looking at that down in here, 1161. You might even hit this pivot. If you're short, hold on to it. If you're long, tighten that stop out. It could start getting bumpy, especially if the SPY sells. Looks like maybe possible earnings pop, maybe, and then they dropped it. But yeah, that's ugly. That's not looking that healthy. You're back below the moving averages on there. What about the monthly? Yeah, monthly. I mean, yeah, recent IPO too. So they got everybody sucked in here, brought it down, retraced it up, got all the people that want to get in here, you know, chasing it, and now they're bringing it right back down. Yeah, look at that, 618 too, 19 bucks. So they brought it up here, brought it back right to the 618 retrace. Yeah, 1317, and you're probably looking at these pivots. If you're long, be careful. If you're short, hold on for the ride. You could definitely probably get 13 and maybe even a little bit lower. Ultimately, you might even head down to 10 again, 9 bucks. Be careful with that one. Let's see here. BBRY, what is that? Is that BlackBerry? Yeah, these things, there's nothing to do here. You know, it's the allure of the low, you know, oh my gosh, if I buy, 5,000 shares at 7 bucks, and if it goes to 10, it's going to be great. But, you know, it's below all the moving averages on the monthly. It's just basically maybe a buyout candidate or something. But yeah, I mean, you got support right here around 559. I mean, it could go down, and probably earnings are coming up on this one. That's the allure of these low flyers, guys. I mean, you just crack this level here, and it's going lower. And I don't trade this one either. Just want to see if there's any. See how it's just going. There's no rhyme or reason to this one. I mean, yeah, you could probably find support or resistance levels and short and go long, but you get one news of a buyout, it could pop up. You might get news of a bankruptcy, it goes straight down. So be careful with this one here. There's really nothing to do. It cracked here, it filled the gap. Looks like it's going to set up to go lower. You're below the moving averages. You might get a little retrace here, and then the next leg down. Got to keep an eye on the SPY. SPY's starting to go for the 20 MA again. The volume's getting lighter, so grandma's getting ants in her pants, and then you get 3 o'clock. All the buy the dippers come out. It's an hour of power. Hurry up and get in. Everything's cheap. Yeah, but oil's catching a little bit of a bid. Minor, raw stores. Let's see, ROSD. Yeah, this would have been your area to short. He pops up, comes back, retraces up. That's probably the 750 retrace, maybe the 618. Yep, 750 never held. Little topping tail there. If you could have shorted here, as long as you stay below this tail here around 65.38, you'd be safe. Now it's a bearish inside bar below the MAs, looking for the next leg down. You're probably thinking next leg is 60.80, and ultimately it's going to go into 58.47, especially if the market's dump. So, and if you're long, you need to get it back above the MAs here at 618, and you need to get above this tail. And I bet you is that the highs, it's the all-time highs on this one too. Of course it is. Yeah, if you're long, start taking it off. You're going to end up being a $55 stock, and then if the market's dump, I wouldn't doubt if it goes to 43, and then ultimately you're probably looking at 40.89. That's not a bad short, but your short would have been probably around 66 or so. This little pivot here, or on this retrace, yeah, right around 65. You're a couple bucks into it. I don't know. You can maybe start adding shorts if the market goes up. You add some more. I don't know if that's what you're asking, but if you're long, take profits, because I mean, look at this. Look at this. I mean, come on. Now you're stretched on a monthly. Eventually, it will come in. And if it does, and the markets do, I'm telling you, this one will be a $44 stock in no time, because you got that low pivot there. Stocks like to revisit pivot points like this, and this one here too. That's at 41. So be careful with this one. If you're long, protect it. If you're short, let it ride, baby. And have some more just in case you have to add more. Nature of any decaying, yeah, decaying ETN, exactly. That's why it's so tough to do those, like the VXX or any of those. You get in one of those and it just sits and sits and sits. You just get roasted. That's kind of what these markets are doing. Disney, yeah, you're holding the support down here around 90 bucks. We shorted Disney too. Everyone laughed and look, boom, boom, boom. Earnings are going to be a big play in this one. Earnings, if it pops, I'd probably short it. Earnings, if it drops, then just let it go. Then we're going to wait for areas to go long. You got to wait, guys. You got to see where the SPY's going. You can't go long on anything because if this SPY starts giving it up, it's all going to go lower. That's why I think someone asked me, what was good support? Let's see. Someone asked me, was there good support on one of these stocks? I'm behind, guys. So previous IPO, okay, VX. Yeah, none of these are support until the SPY hits good support. I got to see where the SPY's going. Once the SPY comes in maybe to 200, 190, right? I got to look at the SPY again. But until then, if anything pops up on earnings, short it. If the SPY starts moving up, then you got to be a little bit careful with them. But at this point, we're at the pivotal point, guys, on the SPY where this thing can get smoked. And if the SPY goes down, it's all going down. I don't care what flipping stock it is. I don't care what Kramer's saying or CNBC saying or FMGT. I don't know what this is. Is this a pink sheet one or something? Yeah, I can't pull that one up. Or G or GF. I don't even buy. Oops, hold on. FF, where is it? MGF. Oh yeah, look at that. Yeah, 63. Yeah, I don't play around with these. And it's a new thing, new issue. It's a new thing. Let's just see. Let's put a fib in there. Yeah, I mean, it popped up, came back in. You're at the 5-0 retrace. It's a 50-50 shot now either way. Yeah, I don't play these. 700,000 shares. I mean, you might get news. It might pop up again, but yeah, there's nothing to, at least for me, there's nothing to do. Yeah, MA. Oh yeah, I'm short. I'm short MA. I'm Visa. Visa. I might have posted it. I'm not in Visa. Yeah, MA's coming in real nice, slowly. Visa. I didn't look at Visa today. Where's Visa? Visa's down too. That one's coming in nice. Daily. I mean, yeah, look at that. Got a little head and shoulder. They retraced it up, never closed above the head, and boom, right back down. I think earnings had even popped, and then boom, right. Yeah, if you're short this one, hold it. I think you get 77 bucks out of this one. We cracked that trend line. That was a big one too, where they held it. Yeah, hold Visa, hold MasterCard, hold anything short. If you're short anything, hold it. Rock and roll, baby, rock and roll. 52-week. Any thoughts? BIR. Is this another low one? BRIZF. I'm getting some new ones today, guys. Yeah, $1.92, 500,000 traded. Right now it's bear, a little bit bearish, setting up to move lower, maybe below the MAs, but $1. This has got to be a news-driven one. So for me to make a call on this and then they get news, yeah, I mean, we bounced up here. Yeah, there's nothing for me to do. Something happened here. You got everybody sucked in here. It's gonna go higher, and then it comes back down to here, 24 cents. You buy it at like an option. You buy it playing it going to zero. That's how I would do this. Visa's down more than the market. Yeah, it's fine. It was one that was going around up and down. Let it go. Just let it keep going. AVXS. Yeah, nah, shoot, new issue. But wow, look at that. That's a pretty good high flyer here, guys. 60 bucks, almost at the even number. Yeah, there's just not enough on this one. Gosh. It's not bad though. Yeah, there's nothing for me to do on this one. If it gets to 100, short it. Oh, so it had earnings right here. Or something, some news or something. I don't know if it's a bio or something. Strategy talk, please. What percentage are you know what? Let's see, hold on here. I am thoughts on the gap down tomorrow. I don't know. We'll find out in the morning. If it does, then we're looking at the excuse me, 200 MA on the daily SPY. That's right around 210 or so. That's what we'd be looking at, but we'll see. It could gap down below. VRX, yeah, don't even go close to that one. That's just another one that they just talk and do whatever they got to do. The strategy is right now, for me at least, well, it's going to be if you take any position, it's no more than 10% of your total portfolio. So if you have $100,000 portfolio, it's no more than 10 grand. If you have a million, it's no more than 100,000. When we're starting to add into positions, you have to know your share size first. So say if you want to take, say if you have $1 million portfolio, $100,000 is your max position. So say let's use BABA as an example. AXS, nothing really to do here on this one. It popped up. You could short it. Buying puts is tough because it could sit here for another week or so. Nothing for me to do on this one. I'm loaded the house, guys, with a bunch of different positions. So even if I see something good, I'll post it. It's not, I don't know if I'll be in it, but I'm going to put the best damn position that I could put you guys in on a trade, long or short. Believe me, I'm not going to give you some bogus ass trade just because because I want to. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find the reasons why to take a trade, guys. And if I find enough reasons to do it, we're gonna post one out there and give it a shot. But back to that. So say BABA, all right. So as this thing's going up, we have $100,000 that we could go into a position just as an example. So as this thing's moving up here, you're looking for resistance where we can start adding more. So at resistance here, come here, gap fill around $900, at this pivot point around 104, at this pivot point. So if you can do 1,000 shares of BABA, you want to start maybe 250, depending on your position, depending on earnings. There's a couple different things. But, in these type of markets, you never just want to load the boat and just go in on one thing. You always got to have some left in the tank. And, just like Google, even if you had, you could take 100 shares of Google, you want to go 50 or 25. And even when, Google pulled back $50, even if you had 50 shares on that, it's $2,500. That's a great trade. But, back to BABA, as this thing's moving up on every resistance points, this area where the double lines are, that area, you got the high pivot up in here. You want to start adding. So BABA is going to be a little more volatile, just like Google and Amazon. So you want to slowly add on these. I have 2 accounts, guys. I have intraday action stuff where I can scalp and just take intraday and maybe a week or 2 holds. Sometimes I'll go a little further, but then I have a swing trade account where I can swing trades and go out even a little bit further if I wanted to. And sometimes when I take a trade, they come in the next day. Sometimes it takes a month. Sometimes it takes 3 weeks. They're all a little bit of difference. So you have to, just balance your portfolio out, take the right size positions, don't load the house, and just take your time. I mean, we bought some puts on BABA today that worked out great. I covered too early, of course, but they worked out great and I'm out. But that's my intraday account. I have shares in a swing trade account that I'm short BABA. I'm actually, I think I have 6 monitors. I have another workstation with 3 monitors. That's where I have, I have multiple brokers. I have multiple trades with different brokers. So, I got a lot of stuff going on here, guys. And the reason why I use multiple brokers, because I don't want anyone to know my hand. It's as simple as that. And if I could find shorts somewhere else with 5 different brokers, I could find shorts in pretty much any stock at any time because they're using different clearinghouses. And that's the way I roll. It's like being a doctor. Are you going to buy nice tools to, do surgery on somebody, or are you going to buy butter knives and do something half-assed? If you're going to be a trader and you do this stuff full time, you got to have the tools. I have 6 monitors, guys, and I have 3 more besides me where I have all my stuff all monitored. They're all off now. I know where my positions are, but I'm ready to roll. Let's put it that I'm every morning it's a battle. And when you go into the octagon, you got to be ready to roll. But 10% total portfolio, don't go all in. If you see something you want to go in, start with a half position or a third position, just take your time. That just like with Netflix, everybody, when this thing was going up, we were adding shares because shares aren't going to, go down like an option or deplete like an option. So we were going slow, but I bought puts on here. I bought puts again. It's like, just be patient, guys. We have a pivot at 126.25. we started adding puts. I have a couple puts on here, but as this thing was consolidating here, we bought some more puts. I'm in the money now, well in the money now, because I waited patiently for these puts to drop, and then boom, we did it, and I'll be out. This thing comes down to here, I'm going to be done with this put position, done. But again, it's not. It's a couple grand position, nothing big. If I make $1,500 on it, I'm out. I don't care. I use e-signal. I was on Realtick for a while, but I use e-signal. It's all about positioning right now, guys. Know your share size, know your position size. Don't go all in on some crazy shit because CNBC said so. That's where you get screwed, and then you have nothing left in the tank, and you're watching. And as soon as you dump, and everybody knows, as soon as you dump that trade that went against you, that's when it goes the right way, and then typical, you chase it. Been there, done that, man. Just not anymore. Those guys who monitor StockTwits and others, from what I hear, maybe. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. They might. These guys are looking at everything. Wait, let's look at Monster. Is that the one? MNS. Yeah, the Monster Beverage. Yeah, this was one that had news. We were shorting this thing when this thing popped. I think they had. I don't know what the heck was going on. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, look at this one here. I mean, you got this one. No, that then almost. I mean, if you want to take it there, you could do it that way too. When you get these pops like that, you get the pop and it comes back in, you get the pop. That's a pretty good trend line for Monster. Yeah, right now Monster's not looking too good. You're below the MAs, popped up here, came right back. This is the daily. We're consolidating sideways, and then looks like it might be going down a little bit more. You have support here. You have support there. If that cracks, you're definitely going lower on the lower side. Right now, though, it's not looking that. Oh gosh, you have a big gap down here too. So I wouldn't doubt if we could, if the markets start to dump, we start coming in. This one's going to be a $127 stock. I wouldn't short it here. I mean, I'd wait for a retrace. Maybe it's not a bad short. I mean, maybe wait. Maybe I don't know when they have earnings. That if they have earnings, if it pops, then I'd probably short it. But again, 583,000 shares traded. It's a little bit tough to get into. But yeah, let's look at the monthly real quick here. Yeah, see how it was a high flyer too. See how it was cruising up in here, extended from the 20 MA, pulls right back in, consolidating. I wouldn't doubt if we start coming back down. I'd be a buyer maybe around $100. I mean, you got a good level here too, around 83.79. Let's let the markets come in. This already came in. I mean, this is when you would have been shorting it up here at 164. And if you're long, I'd start probably taking some profits here. I mean, this is, it had a hell of a run here. You go back all the way. I mean, look at that. In 2005, it was a dollar stock. You're not taking profits up here. Wowzers. There's another high flyer though, guys. Way the hell up there. FCX. Yeah, gosh, report. We took this one long. Gosh, look at that. Let's go to the daily. Yeah, when it was coming down in here, where was that area? February, yeah, right here. You had to go long there at 350. You had no choice. What a run it had. Gosh, that was great. You have to take it. You have to play it as an option. If it goes to zero, you lose what you can lose. Look at that run too. Freeport, I think they had earnings already. We had a retrace back into this level. See how it came in, bounced up, came in, bounced up, retraced right back to the support level here. Boom, right back down. You are above the MA, so that's a little bit stronger stance. If you're long this one, if you get below these MAs and fill this gap, you might bounce up. If it starts going towards this $9 area, then if you have profits here, maybe take them. If you don't get above this $9 area and this big breakdown area too, around 1184, you do have a little bit of a W bottom here, and that could be a telltale that it could move up higher. But this is one too that's just kind of, there's really no rhyme or reason. I mean, we had a little bearish pattern, they popped it up, came right back in. You do have a lot of resistance and support in this area. Bottom line is it needs to stay above the moving averages, and it's starting to fall back down. We did hit that. Yeah, as long as it stays above there, you have a good chance of it going higher. If it starts cracking below those, it might be going lower. Let's look at the weekly real quick. Weekly's not bad. You're still above the 50 MA, but see how the 20 MA is holding this thing down now? So it needs to get above all the moving averages here. Then you'll ultimately, you'd like to get above that. I don't know if it's going to get that high, but it's not bad, But if it starts cracking the 50 MA and gets cracks below that, you're going to have to start tightening that stop because it could definitely go back to $5 stock again. Just be careful with that one. What else? Charting software. Yeah, anybody playing F? I'm in it. I covered some short today in my intraday account. I'm still long term on the long term for me, a couple months maybe. But I'm short with my swing account, and I still have a half position. If it pops up, I'm adding more short. Might write calls tomorrow, maybe puts. I don't know. I'll have to see how it reacts tomorrow. But if it comes down, I'm already positioned, and we're gonna make money. Was it ExxonMobil? ExxonMobil. Is that what you want? Support here? You got support at 82. I mean, you have an inside bar bullish pattern. As long as it stays above this 82.30, it'll be good. If it cracks 82.30, it's going to start heading down. That's a weekly chart, daily. So it really hasn't. Yeah, this was a great bullish pattern. Failed for below the MAs. This is setting up more of a short term. It's setting up for a little more downside, but this is your line in the sand at 82.30. If it cracks that, if you're long, you need to start thinking about tightening your stop. But if this goes sideways, 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 it's setting up to go lower. SPY's trying again, guys. See how the volume's disappearing now? She's in there now, massaging it. Look, see how it's disappearing now? It's such a joke. We only have 79 million on the day, too. See how so it got back above, now you know what's going on. The market makers and the robots are just shaking everybody up and down. You might catch a bid top too now. You got the IWM moving up. You got the Q starting to move up. IM, what's that one? Is that something? IM. Let's see. Wow, what is that? Something's pegged. Daily. Okay, so it went up. Earnings possibly on this one. Let's look at the monthly just to see what's going on here. Any other data out there? There's something back there. So you had a pivot here, starting to get through it. Let's see where the let's see. We're at the 618. What's the share size? 2 million. Buy bots unit. Yeah, that's what they're doing. You got it. So I went up on earnings. Is that what's going on here? So yeah, gosh. I mean, it came back in, retraced, popped up. Are you long or short in this one? And I am. Or are you looking for a position? Yeah, because right now we're in the 618. Yeah, excuse me. Going on earnings, long or short, and I am. TLT, I could look at that one more. That'll be the last one. Yeah, I got to get some work done at the shop, guys. made some good money today, though, on some trades. Covered some positions. Took off the SCO. Short? Gosh, I mean, it could go to 43.10 maybe. If you have enough left in the tank, if it does move up, I mean, 40 even number, you're going to have natural resistance up there. But you are at the 618, so I would play it like this. Let's look at the daily here. So you have the 618 here. Let's see if you can if you're short this one. Are you short right now? Are you short up here? Or were you short down in here? What if you want to, what price short are you? Or did you just do it today, or are you underwater right now? So that's gonna depend on everything. And do you have more to put in there just in, well, if you're short from down here, you're getting hit pretty good. But if you shorted today or yesterday, you're okay. You could play it maybe 40 even number, or if you go back to the up to here, which is a long way. Just bought today an option. That's a tough one. So did you write a call or did you do a put? Because, I mean, if this one hangs down here for a little while, it's not bad. What you're looking for, you want it to get below the $37 even number, 37.03. Then it could possibly come in. But this thing could sit here for a little while and deplete that option. Just make sure you have some more room to buy some more puts just in case if this thing holds off. Let it go sideways. If it consolidates sideways, it has a better chance of going up. But if the markets start to dump, it has a real good chance of going down. So it's not bad. You know, if you did something here, just keep an eye on it. You want to get back below, you want to fill this gap here and get back below this green line. And ultimately, you'd like to see it get below all the moving averages. Let's look at the weekly real quick. Yeah, and the weekly, it's good. Yeah, you know, it's not bad. You know, ultimately, you want to get below 36.66. That would be great. Basically, the low of this bar. You know, and you got a couple days left. Let's see if we could come back in on the weekly. On the weekly chart, if this closes below the green line, 37, you're in pretty good shape. You know, but then, you know, if it starts coming in, just take the profits and run. TLT we'll look at, then I'm going to take off here, guys. Yeah, look at that. Jeez. Nice pullback. Still going down. Yeah, so that thing made, yeah, this is where, boom, is that the Brexit in there? Straight up, comes back in. We're making lower highs again. Yeah, this is looking ugly here. You have a gap fill here that we're probably going to fill, I would say. You have the gap fill down in here. You have some good support here. Let's see this one. Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, that one went up. Not bad, though. You know, it is a little extended. That one should come in. If the SPY starts to sell, that will help the matter. Everything will be a market trade. Let's see. This is a pretty good upslope, and I don't like them going up that much. But, yeah, there's your level for a long, maybe. I still like 120 down in here, down in this area. You have some gaps to fill down there. But, again, we'll have to see how this one trades. But right now, you're kind of in the middle of the road here. If you're short, you're doing great. Let's see a retrace just to see what it looks like. Retrace, yeah, almost into the 5-0, you know, maybe down in here. But not bad. I mean, it's cracking through these, it's going through these moving averages, and each level is just cracking slowly. But be careful with this one if you're long. If you're short, you know, keep riding it. Just wait for more patterns, and this one should be continuing on its way down. But we'll see. Had a pretty good bullish pattern, popped up, but they brought it right back in. Try to get it above this area, that pivot there, and boom. Let's look at it on the monthly real quick. Yeah, monthly, look at that high flyer, guys. Another high flyer coming in. Look at that, extended from even here. Even here, all these extended, comes in, extended, comes in. Look, but it gets extended from the bottom too. Runs right back up, comes back. It's just manipulation, guys. That's all this is. And now it's coming back in. So yeah, I wouldn't doubt if we, you know, I'd maybe 114. Yeah, if you do the bigger pivot here with the bigger Fibonacci. But yeah, that's we'll see. All right, what time is it though? Oh, half hour till Facebook. Where's this thing at? Yeah, so you get. So see how the market's coming up. Last 30 minutes, just trying to get a bid. You get some short, but you get some shorts covering too. You know, like me, I covered some shorts down in here today. But I am still short Facebook, guys. Still have share size in my swing trade account and in my my intraday account or my short-term account. I call it my scalping account. So I'm trying to get in and out of trades daily. Sometimes I got to hold them, you know, marry them a little bit. But which, you know what, I'm okay with that. As long as they're coming in. But yeah, from Facebook, though, another extended chart. Let's see if this one comes in. And like I said, if it goes up, I'm adding more short. I'll probably play it after hours, try to get in and out, do a quick trade, gain some on these positions, and go from there. All right, guys, that's going to be it for me today. It's 12:30 my time. I'm going to eat some lunch. I got to pick my kids up today and do that. I try to do these live sessions every day. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I think you get an email when I post something. I try to post something on StockTwits as well to bring people in here. I got a couple new people as well. Yeah, look at that. Where is it up? $10 last three. All right, we'll look at Chipotle last one. Gosh, yeah. I wonder if that's manipulation. But you get some shorts covering here too. You get a short covering rally where people are just like, you know, because I mean, think if you were short 416 or if you're short even here, we were short here. We were short here. We didn't take a lot on these. These were more, you know, a couple day trades. I mean, look at this thing. If you're short from 440, you almost got 350. That's almost 100 bones. Get the hell out. But you are starting to come in some resistance here. But again, let's see if this thing can go up, maybe into this or maybe fill the gap. If it comes up into this area, we'll think about, especially like the 400 even number, we'll think about shorting this one again. Hey, no problem. Thanks, guys. You know what? Love doing this for you. Again, we came up with a couple other trades that I've never looked at before. And, you know, the more people we get in here, the more people, you know, or more trades we can possibly get. All I want to do is make money, guys. Yelp. I remember this when we were laughing when it was falling, tanking. Where's that? That should be help, not Yelp. Or I don't even know what's. Oh, I punched in help. All right, one more and we'll get the heck out of here. Hey, no problem, James. Like I said, I love this stuff. Well, it popped up. Look at what we're into. We've been in the big resistance. This is the daily. This could be it for this one. You know, they had a nice run up. They killed it in their earnings. Look at what happened. We filled the gap down here on earnings. You can't really play that. Then they popped it up. I think this could be it for this one again. Let's look at this. I would have loved to have seen, you know, 750 or this gap filled, but if this thing closes back below the 20 MA, this could go right back down. The market start to sell. That's what can happen. Let's look at the weekly really quick. Yeah, look at that. So they got everyone on board. It's Yelp, hurry up. And then they boom right back down. They retraced it, got everybody in on the earnings, probably good earnings. Yeah, I'd stay away from this one. If you're long in this one, you start getting towards the 42, this area up here, I'd start taking that off the table. If you're short, hold on to it. I think you could get lower prices if the SPY sells. And that's how this thing would work here. But yeah, I don't like, these are so, you know, then they get a buyout or some crap like that. These are so touchy. Let's go back to the SPY real quick before I take off. SPY intraday, they are going for the MAs, and you know my joke all the time. They're, you know, grandma's shooting it over the OA or the MAs. Got to the 50 MA this time. They still trying, but see how the volume's disappearing? The lighter the volume, the easier the manipulation. See how this one dumped, and then someone came in and pushed it right back up, because this is a key level down here, guys. This 209.53. This closed below 209.53. Oh man, that could sell. That could start some more selling, because you got some technicians that are like, whoa. But ultimately, I think we're still getting down to the 200 MA, which is at 208.09. And then, like I said, there's a couple gaps to fill down here. There's a window here, 204. Ultimately, I think we're filling this gap around 199.65. Call me crazy, all right? You know, unless some miracle comes out, QE4, then they push it up, and then we'll reevaluate. That's why I'm covering a lot of these shorts. We're taking some off the table. When the profits are there, guys, you take them off the table. All right, that's it for me today. Thanks for coming. Like I said, subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends. Let's get some more people in here and have some fun. Thanks again, guys. God bless. See you on the charts.